All right, hey everybody. Welcome to Hillbilly Hobby. It has been a minute since I've had the opportunity to do a video with y'all. This will be a little quick one here before the holidays, but at least wanted to, share with y'all some information and things that I learned. I mean, heck, you may already know it, and that's fine. But hang on just a second here for this airplane. All right, and that's the problem with living close to an airport, because you're gonna get that kind of they don't call me and check, hey, are you doing a video or whatnot. We're in the area, so that doesn't happen. So just kind of got to keep a listen for them and be aware. So all right, so what we've done here, I ended up changing the plugs and wires, right? So we had basically, this is the Impala 2002. It's got 3.4 liter base model, so nothing fancy. But she had a couple codes, error codes, whatever. So I put the scan tool on there. So it had a misfire. It was misfiring. So did the plugs, did the wires. Was running rough, but check engine light didn't come on, so I let it run a little bit longer, and then it did come on. And then I had a new code, a P01071, which it basically, the book just says that's running lean on bank 1, right? So I did look it up. There's multiple things that it could possibly be. So it said start with a vacuum leak or cleaning the mass air filter or sensor. So this is the mass air filter sensor, which I did pull it and clean it, and then also did this sensor right here. I believe that's a smog, or maybe no, that's the actual MAF as well. So I cleaned it with some electronics cleaner, cleaned it out, and then this is a throttle body hose right here, tubing. So cleaned it out with some carb cleaner, choke cleaner. Well, when I was going to do all that, this is what I discovered, and it is this clamp, similar to that clamp, but this clamp for this, it actually broke. So that possibly could have been causing the vacuum, because it was loose, and that's on the throttle body side. So when it's lean, you're getting more air than gas. So that's typically why it's, the troubleshooting or the recommendation is, mass airflow sensor or filter and or a vacuum. So if I had, well, could have been a combination of the both. With that clamp being busted, then this was fitting loosely or looser, and this was kind of dirty in there. I don't know if you can see it really good. I did spray some carb cleaner in there as well, kind of clean it out, but that hopefully will resolve. And I'm just gonna have to get I'll have to run to the auto parts tomorrow and grab one, and hopefully that should resolve this. And then we're back to the Jeep, and Jeep really does mean just empty every pocket. So we'll get you over to the Jeep. All right, so we're back to the Jeep. So been dealing with the code for cylinder 4, which is unfortunately is on this side. The even sides are on the driver's side, and the odds, this is a V6. So 1, 3, and 6 are on the passenger side over here, and then cylinders 1, 3, and 5. That would be odds. 1, 3, and 5 are on the passenger side, and 2, 4, and 6 are over here. So, and you can see basically I have to, anytime I want to do like anything that has to do with an even cylinder, like fuel injectors, checking fuel injectors, coil pack, plugs, I have to remove this upper manifold. And I've gotten really good at it now because I've done it so many times. But the engineering really does, it gets old, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like other vehicles I'm accustomed to working on, you can at least access, you know, your plug and plug wires relatively easy. You don't have to, you know, pull a manifold off to get to them, but it is what it is. So the way the Jeep is designed, you know, like I said, at least if it is a if it's an odd number, you know, I can just pop a couple of these hoses off or whatever in that bracket, and I at least have some access without removing the entire manifold. Whereas this time I'm gonna have to remove, once again, probably be like the 8th, 9th time, I don't know. I lost count. So we're gonna end up doing that, pull the manifold. And then this is the second time it's come on. So the first time what I did was I cleaned the harness for the injector for cylinder 4. I pulled the injector, cleaned it, and put new O-rings on it, and put it back in place. And I at least pulled the plug, took a look at it. It wasn't terrible, and made sure the gapping was right. It's at 35 thousandths. So gapping seems okay. The electrode did look a little worn, but I just used a small emery board, kind of cleaned off the carbon a little bit on both it and the electrode. The little L bar at the bottom, basically. Then I put it back in, and it was okay, I guess, for a couple days, and then it came back on. So and it's just cylinder 4. So I'm thinking, and when I did look at the plug, I was like, I want to, but the plugs are less than 2 years, you know, a little over a year, but less than 2 years old. So I put new plugs in this thing, but you know, is what it is. She does run, you know, it's a V6, so she's a daily driver, so she's getting ran. So it is what it is. But so far, like I said, it's only on cylinder 4, so we're gonna address that. And I still got to wait to let the engine cool down, as the wifey's had been out driving it this morning or whatnot, so, or earlier today. So it's still warm, so I'm gonna let it continue to cool down, and then we'll do that. But anyway, just wanted to, you know, get back on here, share something with y'all. Like I said, the Impala is, you know, it's a 2002, so, you know, it is what it is. But still running and kicking, and with the new plugs and the new wires, I mean, she was really running good. But then we got that, you know, it started running lean or whatnot. So, and the idle went really bad. It was like a really rough idle. So yeah, definitely. But at least, hopefully, like I say, hopefully that's the simple fix, is that clamp for the throttle body from the air box. And I did clean out the mass airflow, like sensors and filter. So, but anywho's in way, we're gonna wish y'all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Hope y'all are doing well, and please like or subscribe. And again, in the new year, my goal is to do more of these. I know, like I said, it's been a minute, you know, since I put anything out, so apologize about that for anybody if y'all were checking or wondering if I was still around doing this. So I do appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully it's informative, you know, if not, and at least at a minimum entertaining. But y'all take care, have a great Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Later.